Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Schnee, and I have a video for you to talk to you about some of the frequently asked questions that I'm getting through email, and I thought if some people have the question, probably everybody does. So let's get started. First, the question I'm getting the most often is, what are you supposed to do for math? So my biggest answer is practice. Practice 30 minutes a day if you can, and I'm giving you some options to do that. So my most favorite option is if you're learning statistics with me, and that is through the YouTube videos. So if you haven't seen them yet, I am not an expert YouTuber yet. I'm getting there, but they look something like this. So I'm gonna pull this over to my computer. And then they're usually about 20 minutes. You can go through the lesson with me. The papers you do not have to print out. A lot of people are asking about that. Do we have to print out the lessons? So you don't have to print them out. You don't have to turn them in to me. What you do is when you're done with the video, you can go on to Khan Academy, and some of the lessons have assignments that are attached to them. So if you're doing those assignments that I'm sending you, that's all you need to turn in for me for your statistics. So if that takes you 30 minutes that day, you're done with math unless you want to do more. Okay? Now, if you tried the videos and it's confusing to you, or you just don't want to learn anything new right now, you'd rather just work on the review stuff, then you're going to go into Khan Academy and then just spend about 30 minutes in there. I'm going to show you what that looks like if you haven't gone in or you haven't found what to do. So here we go. This is like I set myself up with an account. Hold on, this light is a little funky. Hopefully, it's kind of... There we go. Hopefully you can see better. So when you go in, up at the top, once you sign in, you should have your own login. If you don't have a login, you should be checking with me or Mrs. Black if you are working with Miss Black as your math teacher. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the top if you haven't, and then there's like a thing that says Learner Home. Hopefully yours is like mine. Then on the side, if you are doing the assignments, like for statistics, you click on the assignments here and it'll show up whatever assignments that I put in. I usually put them in like the Friday before they're due. So I'll put in new assignments on Friday of this week for next week. But if you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know this stuff, I need to review, then you go into your course mastery, okay? Hopefully yours looks similar to mine. This is where it says grade 6. 6th grade, it should say my math class, or if you're in Miss Black's class, it'll say your name, or her name, I'm sorry. And then you click on it. It'll take you to your mission. So if you go through the mastery challenge, it will level you up so you can go ahead and learn through that, or you can just go into the next unit. As you can see, I started at ratios and I thought, you know what, I'm doing okay with that. I want to go on to something else. I have points in all different areas. So you don't have to stay in the same unit the whole time. Another cool thing that, cool, it's math, but another cool thing that I like about it is that there's these course challenges on the side. So you can click on the course challenge and that will kind of give you challenges throughout the 6th grade material. So some different stuff there so that you can go through. So remember, just spend about 30 minutes on there and then you're done for the day. I just want you practicing so that you don't forget too much and don't have so much to catch up with when we come back to school. All right, so back to this. We talked about the statistics lessons. We talked about practicing in Khan Academy. Let's say you already did your statistic lesson and you've already spent about 30 minutes today. Do you have to go into Khan Academy? No, you don't. I'm asking you to spend about 30 minutes a day. But if you are like really into math and you really want to level up and you're like, maybe you're working with a friend and you guys are challenging each other, that's fine. But I just don't want you overwhelmed with spending hours and hours of time in math, okay? Because math never ends. All right, so we talked about that. Lastly, on the thing that we're sending out each week, like your homeroom teacher sending you something that looks like this. Let me get it back over here. So when you see this, it has just like your list of all the things that you can do throughout the week. So like, for instance, this is the stuff for Monday, and it tells you to check in with your teacher, go on to Khan Academy, and it'll tell you that. You'll also see an enrichment each day. The enrichment is part of the 30 minutes. So if, like, let's say you go through your lesson and the video's 20 minutes and you're all set, you can go on and spend 10 minutes doing a game or something else that I've put, like a challenge problem in there. I'm trying to do something different each day so that you don't get bored and you have different things to choose from. They might not all be your favorite, I get it, but at least something that can help you tie in what you're learning in math to what you're doing at home. Okay, so that's what the enrichment's for. Sometimes we do like some art challenges. There was a tutorial on how to draw an illusion, and there were some other things in there. So I'll just keep changing it. If you have any ideas or suggestions on enrichment, just email me. I'm totally willing to change things up and make sure that people are ready to practice their math in a way that they're comfortable with. Okay, so that's your 30 minutes. And then at the end of the week, or actually we kind of have it set up for Mondays now, you're gonna check in using the Microsoft form. So that's just like letting me and Miss Black know that you're okay, you don't need anything from us, you're trucking along in Khan Academy. We are missing you guys, so we wanna know what's going on with you, how things are going. So here's what that looks like. Let me get that. It looks something like this. We'll send a new link every week. This one says Math Learn from Home Check-in 2. So usually people are taking about 5 minutes or less to answer the questions. So it just kind of goes through like how you feel and what's working. Every week will be a little bit different, okay? So those are the questions that are specific to math. If we don't hear from you throughout the week, we might start finding you, maybe calling you, checking in with you. We just want to know you're okay and you're not like bored out of your gourd, worried about, you know, school and stuff, or just not practicing and not catching up with the skills that you're going to need for the future. Okay, so other questions. I'm getting questions about AZ Merit, and that's a really good question. AZ Merit, we do not have to take this year. So you're not taking it from home, you're not taking it at school, you just don't have to take it this year. They changed the requirement this year, which means that, you know, anyone who was in 6th grade and was doing well, keeping up with their work, their grades were good, their family's okay with them moving up to 7th grade, we're okay with them moving up to 7th grade, everybody will move up to 7th grade. So it's a kind of a crazy year, but that's what's gonna happen. So you don't have to worry about repeating 6th grade. I know there were some rumors out there. Grades, so your 4th quarter grade is gonna be based on your 3rd quarter grade, which means if you got like a 95% in math in 3rd quarter, that's gonna automatically put you at a 95% for math in 4th quarter. Now this also means that maybe you didn't get a grade that you liked. Maybe you didn't do well on some quizzes or a test or something. That same grade is going to follow you till 4th quarter. So let's say you got a C and you want to move it up to a B or an A. That's what you're doing this work for. So your check-ins, your Khan Academy, your lessons, like all that stuff is helping to get your grade up. Okay, that means if you're happy with your grade, just keep on doing what you're doing. It's good. It's not going to hurt your grade to keep learning. Okay. Last part of the question that I had was makeup time. Some people were asking, like, do we have to like stay late in the summer? Like, what's going on? No, there is no makeup time this year. You know, the school's closed. We're doing everything online. If you are having trouble with the online learning, definitely contact me or your homeroom teacher, just so we can make sure that you're comfortable and getting what you need done. We just want you to be prepared for 7th grade because you know it's coming. All right, so hopefully that answers most of your questions. Some other questions was like, you know, when can we get our yearbooks and that kind of thing. When we have more information about that, we'll definitely let you know. But for now, just wanted to tell you all the things that, the questions that were being asked of me. Okay, I miss you guys a lot, and just check in with me if you need anything, okay? Thank you. Hopefully this video was helpful.